Good afternoon, family and friends. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today. I'll be honest, it's a bit of a surprise that I'm here today myself. 1.9. This is the number that determined my success throughout high school. A 1.9 was the GPA I earned at the end of my senior year. At the end of that year, I didn't see a future for myself with college. This number gave me a sense of failure. I felt like I'd accomplished nothing. But after taking a year off, enrolling in college, transferring schools, jumping through the right hoops, and grabbing the right people, I stand here today, 6 long years later, with a higher GPA than I started with. Looking back, I've tried to figure out what this means. So what is a GPA? What is this numbering system we use to judge someone's academic performance? Grade point averages. At one point when I was involved in an internship, I was told that an employer wouldn't even look at my GPA in a resume. They told me I would only want to put it on my resume if it was worth showing off. From somewhere else I heard that it was a number that employers looked at to gauge how successful I was throughout college. So which one is it? I'd say, rather than worrying about what your GPA is now, or in our case, was, we should worry about letting people know who we are. Give them a reason to remember us. Because don't forget, that number, that grade point average, it can't be changed anymore. It's the number we worked for, but it doesn't have to define us. Because we have made it to today. We are here. Let us make a stand for grab people's attention. Toward the end of my college journey, I kept hearing people tell me, it's time. It's time to network yourself to the right people. It's time to build relationships that will last. Relationships that will get you places in life. What does that mean? I recently attended a lecture given by Aaron Ralston. For those of you that don't know, he was a well-experienced climber. He graduated as valedictorian of his high school and went on to accomplish the same in college. Now, just a few years ago, Aaron was climbing in southern Utah and got trapped in the slot canyon and had his arm pinned by an 800-pound boulder. Now, after 6 days of miraculous survival, Aaron decided to break his arm and amputate it with a 2-inch blade on his pocket knife. He told us when he was in that canyon, it didn't matter what he'd accomplished in his life, nor what he planned to accomplish in the future. He said, life isn't about what you do. It's about the relationships you have, loving the ones you love, and overcoming adversity. That's it. That's all there is to life. I believe he's right. There's a lot more to life than a number. We've been so caught up in letting this number control us. But I feel that GPA should perhaps stand for we're going places anyway. Because we've all worked so hard to be here today. And wear this cap and gown, which, by the way, has to be returned to the east side of the building immediately following commencement. Thank you. And because we worked so hard to be here today, I can assure you that the Westminster Donation Committee will be on you for the rest of your life, figuring out what your address is. Yes, there will always be a little piece of Westminster in all of us, and our bank accounts. A GPA is what you work for, but it's what others assign to you. It comes from within you to assign it to yourself. Some would say it's a reflection on achievement. I would say it's a reflection on the effort you put forth. Something point something is everyone's GPA here today. Don't let it define you or who you're about to become. Because there are no grade point averages in the real world. I wouldn't be standing here today if I were labeled 1.9. 0.1 higher than the requirement to graduate high school. Oh, that's really bad. But I have changed since then, and so have all of us. So together, let's make GPA stand for something more. Let's make it stand for greatest potential achievers. And together, we should challenge ourselves to make the Westminster College class of 2008 succeed in earning the highest grade point average this college has ever seen. A 2.0. Thank you. Suck my dick, bitches! Woo! Who's graduating now?